What if I told you one casual YouTube guest appearance just turned into a full-blown internet event? And it all happened because Jin walked into the room, not with a comeback stage, not with a giant award speech, not with some overproduced headline, just one appearance. And somehow, that was more than enough to send people into absolute meltdown. Because BTS's Jin didn't just show up on Keon 84's Life 84. He completely stole it. The moment the episode dropped, fans knew something was different. This wasn't just another celebrity guest spot where someone comes in, smiles politely, promotes something, and leaves. No. From the second Jin appeared, the energy changed. And honestly, Keon 84 said what everybody was already thinking. Wow, he's really handsome. And that one reaction basically became the entire internet's mood. Because let's be real, Jin has always had that kind of presence. The kind where he doesn't even need to try too hard. He just walks in, sits down, starts talking, and suddenly the whole room feels brighter, funnier, and somehow more chaotic in the best way possible. But what made this appearance hit so hard wasn't just his face card, which of course never declines. It was the fact that Jin brought everything. The visuals, the wit, the charm, the timing. And that combination? Dangerous. According to the reaction around the episode, Jin's appearance on Life 84 is showing one of the most explosive surges in views among videos on the channel. And honestly, that makes perfect sense. Because people weren't just watching for a moment. They were staying for the chemistry. Jin and Keon 84 already had a bond that fans loved through Unjang Kianjang, and this new reunion reminded everyone exactly why their dynamic works so well. It's awkward, but not awkward. Chaotic, but weirdly healing. Funny, but still incredibly natural. And that's actually rare. A lot of variety content can feel forced, but Jin has this very specific talent. He makes things feel easy. He can be ridiculously funny one second, then unexpectedly thoughtful the next, then completely unserious right after that. And somehow, it never feels like he's performing for the camera. It just feels like Jin being Jin. That's why the comment section absolutely flooded. And not just with fans screaming over his visuals, although yes, there was plenty of that too. People were praising how diligent he seemed, how quick he was, how naturally entertaining he was, how he could turn even the smallest moment into something memorable. And then something even funnier happened. It wasn't just fans reacting. Official brand accounts started showing up too, which is when you know an episode has truly escaped the normal internet and entered full cultural event territory. One of the most talked about reactions came from the official Dongwon Mall account, which basically summed up the national mood with a painfully relatable comment. Ah, he's really handsome. And honestly, no notes. That was the entire thesis. But it got even better. During a quiz segment, Jin correctly recognized the music played at the end of a public service announcement, which is already such a wildly specific thing to know. And apparently even Kobako, the Korea Broadcast Advertising Promotion Corporation, was so impressed that they commented jokingly about wanting to recruit him as in-house talent. Which is honestly hilarious, because of course Jin would somehow be good at that too. Then came another moment that fans loved. Jin also recognized the Beidel Minjok order notification sound during the quiz. And if that doesn't prove he's weirdly elite at random sound recognition, I don't know what does. At this point, he wasn't just being charming. He was collecting side quests, and somehow winning all of them. That's the thing about Jin that people often underestimate. Yes, he's globally famous. Yes, he's insanely handsome. Yes, he has one of the most recognizable voices in K-pop. But beyond all of that, he's also just incredibly watchable. He has that rare entertainment instinct, where even the smallest reaction, the smallest joke, the smallest glance, can become the part everyone rewatches. And that's exactly what happened here. Even the official YouTube account reportedly joined in with an English comment, highlighting how kind it was for Jin to visit his boss, once again referencing the beloved boss and all-rounder employee dynamic between him and Keon 84. And that callback mattered, because it reminded people that this wasn't just a random booking. It felt like a continuation of a story fans were already emotionally invested in. That's why so many viewers immediately started saying the same thing. They need to reunite again. Not maybe, not someday, not if schedules align. Again, fast. because once people saw them together again, the demand came rushing back almost instantly for more variety appearances, especially for something like Daewonjung Kyeonjung 3. And honestly, it makes sense. Jin has this ability to elevate content without overpowering it. He doesn't just guest, he transforms the atmosphere. And right now, that's happening at a moment when Jin is already getting massive love worldwide. Because this appearance didn't happen in isolation. It landed while fans were already celebrating him for everything else he's been doing lately. From his unmistakable worldwide handsome visuals, to that unmistakably beautiful silver-toned voice, to the live stages and promotions surrounding BTS's latest era. So when fans saw him show up somewhere more casual, more personal, more playful, it hit even harder. Because it reminded everyone of something important. Jin doesn't need a giant stage to dominate attention. He can do it in a studio chair, in a quiz segment, in a random joke, in one look, in one laugh. That's star power. And maybe that's why this appearance exploded the way it did. Because underneath all the memes, all the comments, all the he's so handsome panic, there's something bigger going on. People aren't just reacting to Jin because he's famous. They're reacting because he makes every space he enters feel more alive, more fun, more warm, more unforgettable. And when that kind of presence meets the right chemistry, the right platform, and the right timing, you don't just get a good episode, you get a moment. And Jin just created another one. So now the real question is, if one guest appearance caused this much chaos, what happens when he does it again?